Question 5 is looking at a variation in and inheritance, and it's telling us that variation in individual organisms can be caused by genes, it can be caused by the environment, or a combination of both. We see a picture of a woman here, and first part asks us what the cause of each variation is. So brown eyes, that is only determined by your gene, so your environment won't have an impact on this one. Light brown skin colour, so that can be inherited, but obviously if you were to sunbathe, that could change the tone of your skin. So both genes and the environment. Whereas short hair, well, if you're able to grow hair at all, the fact that you've cut it short is something that's environmental only. The allele for blue eyes is recessive, which means you will need 2 recessive genes to be present if you want it to be expressed. The allele for brown eyes is dominant, so shown by a capital B. The woman has blue eyes. So blue eyes is recessive, so you must have 2 little b's for her to have blue eyes, so it's got to be this one. A woman marries a man with the alleles BB for eye colour. He's got at least 1 dominant allele present, so he's going to have brown eyes. And then we have a Punnett square, and we need to complete it for the man and the woman. So a second ago we said that the woman was little b, so we'll use those alleles. Then completing the Punnett square, big B, little b, big B, little b again. Then we have little b, and little b, little b. What is the probability that a child of this man and woman will have brown eyes? So to help us, we can circle these 2. Those are both going to be brown eyes. That is 2 out of 4 possible combinations, 2 and 4, and we can simplify that to 1 in 2, which you can write as 1 over 2, you can write it as 0.5, you can write it as 50%. Any of those will be fine. What is the scientific term used for the child's eye colour? So that's a physical characteristic. That's going to be the phenotype. The alleles responsible for that eye colour will be called the genotype, but if it's the actual characteristic, it's called the phenotype. What effect will a mutation have? Well, despite what you might think, it will almost certainly have no effect. So a mutation is a random change in a gene, and most genes, if they were to change, aren't going to have a big impact on something. It's definitely not going to be a change of appearance. It might not be passed on to all children, because that gene might not be passed on from the parent who had the mutation, and it's not likely to cause a disease. So yeah, I'm happy with no effect.